This ain't no game, this that CSZ game. They said pull up, so I came. You better put some respect on their name. Yeah, 55 was goody. Kill the vibe, how could he? Big Cardinal on the hoodie. Let me break it down for you fully. This ain't your average broadcast. This ain't just no podcast. I'm on the show, spread fake news. We just call it podcast. West Joey, Sam, Shawn, Dalton. And you know that boy hit you. He said he was a small fry. Tell him they better make him bang. Yeah, you already know what we be on.
You bet. Here he goes. This place is gone.
If we said it instead of this song, sit in the seat, set up your phone. You in the Cardinal sports zone.
Straight steal of home. The slide. The Cards win.
The magic is working tonight. How do you know when things are...
The emotional journey to the championship.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of the Cardinal Sports Zone Podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Wyman, here with the tried and true of the crew. Here's my co-host tonight, the incomparable Shawn Barber.
What's up?
The football and women's basketball beat writer, Sam Bazin.
What up? What up?
And last but not least, it's our guy, Joe Wyman.
Acknowledge me.
No.
Hey, I got 3 of them.
Don't raise your hands.
2 of them. Hell yeah.
Smoke over here. Shawn hit the button.
Unbelievable.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Look, we're coming to you live tonight from the Rally House Studios. This is the Cardinal Sports Zone Podcast. Yes, West Keys, finally. Sorry we were a little bit late tonight. We were trying to get the show perfect for you all. Don't forget, as Wes has not forgotten, the Mossy Oak chat line is open. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or however, please send us your questions on social media. Check the graphic below to see how you can follow the Cardinal Sports Zone Podcast on social media and also how you can help support monetarily. While you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button while you're here. Make sure you're watching on YouTube if you can. It'll help us out more. I can't explain this enough. What's up, Brian? That analytics sponsors-wise, they want to see the YouTube analytics. They don't care about face space. They don't care about MyBook. They don't care about Instaham. None of that. They're all in it for the YouTube. So watch us on YouTube if you can. Pretty easy to set up a YouTube account. That's where we get most of our views anyway. Sponsor shout-outs. Fitness Market, 4 Pegs, the Collision Course Crew Tailgaters, Cherry Pick and Shoot 360, Mossy Oak, and more, including our newest sponsors, Planet Fitness and Rally House. Rally House. Local goods, it's our house. What's up, Garrett? Garrett Hoover in the building. Hoover in the building. And look, we would be remiss, even though we like ragging on this dude, and he's literally our joke. He's not your joke. Happy birthday to the notorious HIG, the Higmeister. He is probably 28 going on high blood pressure. We're not really sure how old he is today, but happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, Higgy.
Happy birthday.
You can now eat 20 dang cookies.
Oh, I didn't know where
he was going. I was like,
whoa.
like, Shawn, stop talking that it is what it is, but
After the last 2 hours of conversation down there, I did not know where
it got a little dicey. It did. It really did.
And it's after 10 p.m.
It is after
It's
10.
after 10 p.m.
And speaking of our fine sponsors of the Mossy Oak properties and Heart Realty chat line, joining in with us right now in the chat is our guy Paul. What's up, man? Glad you could join us. We know we're on late. We love doing the Primetime Friday shows because we're all already here anyway watching SmackDown. Well, most of us are. Some of us walk in with 3 minutes left, but it is what it is. Some of us were also in the middle of a sensitive, tender situation and left to come to the show with us, so we appreciate it.
Thanks, Unc.
We got Shannon not so sharp over here, so look, and let's go ahead and go through the Mossy Oak chat line. Aaron Walker says, "What's up, guys? Hope y'all are all well. We're having a great Friday night." Steve Franconia, what's up, Steve? It's been a while since we've seen you comment on here anyway. Let's hop right into it. Our Friday night shows, we try to go about an hour at the longest. Shawn, we'll explain that to you after the show. But we're going to just talk a little bit about everything. We're going to start off with football. The Louisville football team is starting to gain some steam behind the scenes. You're seeing us ranked higher. There was a poll that came out today that was like the most watchable team, and we were like third, or I don't remember. Thank you. We appreciate that, Paul. Look, one thing we're not going to do is, even though our theme song, even though BCM kind of trashes everybody inadvertently in our theme song, there's a lot of great content providers here in Louisville. We're lucky to be amongst them. Again, I won't shout everybody out because I'll leave somebody out, and then people will be like, shots fired. No, not shots fired. It's just, it is what it is. Joey, can you show them all the new CSZ t-shirts? You got one of the polos on. You'll be seeing these in public. Shawn's got one of them on.
He's got his medium on.
He got his medium. Is it too small for him?
I just like messing with him.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. It is what it is.
We saw his heart beating earlier.
I think Shawn's just outgrowing it. Like he's getting that old man belly.
Well, to be fair, he did just get through seeing Nia Jackson, Tiffany Stratton on the screen.
One with the shirt would get tired, the other one the pants would get tired.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Tom Jeffries wants to know if I assume he means Joe, is no feeling oozy? You feeling oozy over there?
I'm always oozy.
Oozy forever. Oh, good. Teresa and Antron are both watching. Appreciate y'all joining us for the show tonight. Let's hop right into it. Football getting all kinds of steam behind the scenes. The hype machine has started. Sam, we'll go with you first. What kind of, do you expect to see a vastly different product on the field this coming up Saturday, not tomorrow, but the next Saturday versus Georgia Tech?
I do. When the competition ratchets up, you gotta have to go with your ones more than your twos and threes. So I expect to see more consistent play. I do believe that Coach Brom and staff have been holding some defensive schemes and offensive schemes and things like that, holding them back, just working on them in practice. So when the time comes against Georgia Tech and the Notre Dame, it's something they haven't seen much before. It's like a new wrinkle, but it's something that we've been working on for like a month or so. So yeah, I do expect to see a lot of different things. And you know how usually it is once you get to kind of close to March Madness, ACC tournament type of time, you go ahead and your lineup dwindles down. I think we see a little bit less players getting these games, but I do think we see all four running backs though.
Okay, Shawn, what about you?
Yeah, you're going to see some different things. For instance, I think you're going to see defensive line maybe not rotate as many guys as they were rotating in. I also think that I do agree with Sam. Running backs are going to stay the same because you just can't keep them off the field. They all do different things, and they're all really good at it. So, and you're going to need them against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's still a dangerous team. I don't care. They lost to Syracuse. The only thing that'll stay the same is going to be, to me, would be you might see the offensive lineman rotate still quite a bit because I think he likes to play a lot of offensive linemen. He did last year, even without the injuries. He would rotate them in and out a lot. So I don't think that will change. I think that will stay the same.
I just expect to see better execution. I feel like, to go along with what y'all were saying, I do feel like maybe we played with those other teams a little bit. We definitely gave them the Tecmo Bowl playbook, 4 plays on each side. The first game, I feel like we did do a whole lot defensively to try out and test. I didn't see that in the second game. I think we rested our defense. Maybe we didn't, but it feels like we rested them a little bit. And we definitely didn't get as intricate with the game schemes. Joey, what about you? And by the way, AMC is not a sponsor.
2 words, Brahms away.
Brahms away. Okay. Joey keeps it short, concise. I like it.
I got popcorn, so I'm eating.
There you go. You know who else got their popcorn? Never mind. Wrong Michelle. Sorry. All right. So let's get to and I'll ask you this question first, Shawn, because y'all kind of touched. You knew what the questions were for tonight, and you kind of touched on all of them with your answer to the first one. So thanks for that, Jack End. But do you expect to see the running back stable dwindle down from 5 running backs to 2 or 3?
I only expect Duke Watson not to play. That's the only guy I don't think we'll see. Unless
Don't call him. He might be watching the show.
Well, it's not that. I just think they want to redshirt him because we're going to need him down the line. But other than that, I think all 4 of the others play. I can't see how you can keep them off. Now, I will say maybe you don't see like it was a lot of. Sometimes you have one series, one guy, then the very next series, different guy. You could see a guy get 2 series in a row.
Okay, let me flip this on you. If it is dwindled down to 3 running backs, who are your 3?
Oh boy, Isaac Brown's got to be one of them. He's just too much of a game breaker.
Mine's Isaac, Keywan, and then Chaney.
Oh,
I disagree.
Isaac Keywan.
Okay, we'll go to you next then. After Shawn finally answers his.
See,
it's not like we gave you a girl's phone number.
no, I'm trying. I probably would see that because Chaney was going to get the majority of the carries early on. I think Saturday before he got injured.
Sam, will Chaney, is he expected to be back for Georgia Tech?
I don't know. It's kind of tricky with high ankle sprains. So I think it's something that they're just monitoring day to day. But if he's not, if he is, it's probably going to be something like a game time decision. But if he's not, we do have capable running backs to go ahead and.
So who's your 3? I know I told Joy he could go next, but since I asked you that, I'll let you go ahead.
I'll go with yours. Your 3: Chaney, Keywan, and Isaac. All because I think once we get into those bigger games further down in the season, Coach Brom is going to want someone he trusts and has experience back there returning punts and kickoffs. So I think you will see Maurice Turner back there before you see Keywan or Isaac or even Duke predominantly back there. I think you'll see Turner.
And I think Turner will play because he's been pretty great on special teams so far this year. So I'm not saying that he won't get to play any. Joey, what about you? Who are your 3?
And this is like long term, right?
Just for Georgia Tech.
Oh, never mind. Mine probably doesn't differ. I thought you was talking like long term.
No, because I think it will change throughout the season.
Whittle down, like if you're talking about eventually whittling down, what we've seen from Isaac Brown, I think we need that in years to come, and he's a true freshman. Yeah. So I don't think you need to expend that right now. I would play him 4 games and redshirt him. He gets some experience this year. You know what you're getting, and then you've got him for the long haul. But I would go with Turner, Chaney, and Keywan for the long term, for the season long.
So would you think about redshirting both Duke and Isaac?
Yeah.
So they play in 4 separate. Well, they already played in 2 of the same games. So would you play Isaac in 2 and then Duke in the other 2 so that they don't use it at the same time?
I don't think it matters.
Doesn't matter.
No, I don't think it matters because the rest of the season, we're talking about higher caliber competition anyway. So.
Well, the Cards do have, 10, 11, 12, maybe 14, 15 games left this year. So we'll see. Happy birthday. Shout out to our guy, Coswell Sims, who is watching the show. Happy birthday to you, my guy.
And that's another point to what, so maybe you don't play Duke for quite a while, or maybe you don't play Isaac for quite a while, and you see how far you make it in ACC championship, college football playoff. You can still play them then, and you can still get 2 more games out of them then, and still be able to redshirt them.
Yeah, I don't hate that idea. I also don't think that my starting 3 now will be the starting 3 at the end of the season. I think natural progressions like injuries, out playing in practice. I do think Isaac Brown probably, and I did go with him initially, but I do think Isaac Brown probably by the end of the year grabs the RB1 spot. He's too talented. I feel like. Let's go to the next question on the lineup. Do we think, and I think everybody's got the answer on this one. Sam, we'll go back to you first, or Joey, we'll go to you first on this.
Yes, Shawn the Chooch.
Okay, all right. Jesus, Sam, do you agree? No. Do we think that the playbooks are going to be expanded? And I know, again, Shawn, thanks for spoiling 2 or 3 questions in a row in the first question. You know how hard I work to get these all together. Joey, do you think that on both sides of the ball we see an expanded play, not just the Tecmo Bowl playbook, but we get the full NCAA college? By the way, it's happened, guys. Let me say, because I forgot to put this down in my notes earlier. I've been trying to remember all day. So I'm going to interrupt myself before I ask you this question. It's finally happened. No, not Shawn's got a date. After waiting for this game for 13 years, I had played it nonstop for the last month or two. 13 titles in, I'm finally tired of playing it. I officially burned out on NCAA football. I've beaten 13 different people for the national championship. I only lost 2 games in the 13 years. One of them was a skip. The other one, the computer just cheated to beat me. You were there for that one.
Yeah.
Made me mad. Actually, Joey looked at me like he thought I was going to reset the game. But I didn't. I took my L. Bowl game or playoff games don't count against the 4-game redshirt rule, so they could play 5 to 7 games and still redshirt. Okay, thank you, Babu, for that.
Okay.
Let's throw this up here. That's a great.
That's even better.
That's good to know. I didn't know that. All right, Joey, expanded playbook. Do we see the full NCAA football 25 playbook?
No, I don't think we see the full. I think each week it's going to depend on who the opponent is and what their strengths and weaknesses are. I think I wouldn't put it past this coaching staff to where if they've almost got like 12 different playbooks. You know what I'm saying? Like schemes, full playbook. All right, here's what we're doing this week. You know, this is the game plan this week. Now, does that mean that during the game, if other situations arise, you don't say, let's pull this rabbit out of the hat? Sure. But do I think that it's just like wide A open? See, I abbreviated it.
Thank you.
Not really, but I think you definitely see more.
Sam, what about you? Really quick, I'm just texting Marcus to cuss him out for going live while we're going live. So.
Yeah, I think as the weeks go on, like Joey said, you'll see more of the expanded playbook. You got to remember too, Tyler Shuck is still a new quarterback in Coach Brom's system, so it's not like he's been here for 2-3 years. Too, he's been studying the same playbook, so they're giving him enough, I say, to know what he needs to know to get this far during the season.
He's 42.
I know, but that still is a lot to process, though. Like, I mean, it's a lot of similarities because I know Jeremy could attest to it. It's a lot of similarities in the playbooks, but the formations and things like that, maybe your check might be a little bit different or stuff.
But
like
he's
that.
been here since when? He was here for spring ball, right?
Yes.
I mean, realistic. I mean, he's been here over 6 months, right?
I don't think that's enough time to learn a whole playbook, though.
If it was a freshman, I would say probably not. But
Right.
somebody that's been in college football, this is his
sixth or seventh?
seventh
Yeah.
year.
7th year, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 6 months is plenty of time. Like I don't, and this is not knocking anybody. I honestly don't even remember the guy. What was our guy last year?
Plumber?
I don't think this is a Plummer situation. That I would agree with you.
I think Plummer would have known the whole playbook because he was with him at Purdue for a while.
Yeah, but
Tyler Shuck is actually Jack Plummer's grandpa.
Yeah,
I
I
found that out. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but no, I think Shuck is probably way further along than most people think, and I just maybe slightly disagree with that sentiment. I think as long as he came from Texas Tech,
right?
Most places don't have as intricate of a playbook as Texas Tech does. You know what I mean? We've seen quarterbacks from there and like as much air raid, just run and gun motion, all that. That's kind of like the king of the hill right there for that. So.
Didn't Marcus normally go on like at 11:18, 11:30?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to call him and cuss him out.
He probably already started sipping.
Shawn, what about you?
I ain't lying.
Wait a minute. Tyler, maybe I just misheard because I was too busy texting Marcus, cussing him out. Did somebody say that Tyler Shuck was under Jeff Brom for a year, or were you talking about Plummer?
Jack Plummer.
Okay.
Jack Plummer.
All right.
As far as I think, though, open up. I think the defensive playbook might have to open up a little bit because Georgia Tech's a pretty good offensive team. Offensively, though, I think they can get away still with not giving away too much. I think we'll still be able to run the ball against them. So I think you'll still see a lot of running and play action is what I think you'll see a lot of.
I think people. I think people needs not to read too much into how kind of basic the defense was against Jack State, because it's only so much you can do when they're trying to run a hurry up. You can't get in your. You want to stay basic. You don't want to get too.
And that was
too
smart on their
fancy or
part.
whatever. Yeah, because you don't want to try to check with this person, check with that person, and the next thing you know, the ball snapped.
Because that actually happened on one of the plays. They were
So-
looking over the sideline and they snapped the ball.
So you try to get it in real quick, real basic, real vanilla, and just
Yeah.
Shawn, we'll explain that to you later.
just make sure everyone know their procedures.
Garrett Hoover says the 7th-year player is not going to take that long to pick up the playbook. He's played in a pro style before.
Joey
That's a
was
great
saying.
point.
me and Garrett are kindred spirits. We think a lot alike on things. So
Yeah, I don't hate that. My thing is this, especially with the age of video games now. Now I know that Tyler don't play a lot of video games because he just got married. He's playing other games with his wife.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Congrats on that. So I'm not real sure. Let's see what Wes Keys has to say. Wes, are you at work commenting? Well, you know it is what it is. I think Coach will throw in a nice amount of wrinkles, but won't show everything. He kind of agrees with Joey on that.
I don't think you do unless you need to.
Right.
You know,
Fair
That's,
enough.
that's why I think
throughout the whole
defensively-
season, like if I don't need to show this part of our game until week 10, I'm not going to show it.
And you got to think too, Coach Brom is a mastermind. I've seen it, and I want to put him in the same category as Bobby Petrino and Coach Waltz.
Okay.
When it comes to offensive schemes, because the reason why I say that is I've seen Coach Waltz use the same play set, the same design, and run it a few times and have success. And then he comes back at you the third time, and you think it's going to end up the same way as ended the last 2 times, and then he throws that wrinkle. He gives you the same look, but where the ball goes is a little bit different. So I think with Coach Brom, I think he's going to do that. He's going to give you this look and let you study it and let you think about it. And like Joey said, probably later on in the season, you get that same look
Adapt,
and you're thinking this is what it is.
evolve.
And there you go. He throws a little wrinkle into it. And I'm like, oh,
he tries to avoid tendencies.
Yeah. What do you call it? Tendency breakers.
Do we think we have, Shawn, I'm gonna go to you this for this one. Do we have a kicker issue right now?
That's
My guy almost hit from like 69 yards,
Yes.
and then
missed a chip shot at 28
a
yards.
chip short.
That was
Chips.
that,
Unbelievable.
that was the announcer's fault. We called
It was.
that.
It was.
Yeah.
The-
I don't think you go away from him yet. You don't main him the starter, and then after one missed kick, you go, oh,
Two.
no, you're
Two missed kicks.
Yeah,
number
but
two. But
the long one before halftime doesn't.
yeah, I don't really count that one. That one was
It was spot on.
yeah.
It just was about a half inch short.
So no, I don't think you pull him yet for the backup. I just don't think you do that because it just makes no sense to do that right now. I think you give him another couple of games, and if you have issues like that again,
If
then
he
you gotta
starts,
think.
if he starts costing us,
yes,
that's when you go away from it.
yes.
Sam,
Hurts us, not costs us.
No, not right now. I think Brock is too experienced. Give him a chance to work through it, and if he can't, I wouldn't wait till he cost us a game. I would probably wait till you start to see the lack of confidence in his motion or in his if he starts to second guess himself, things like that. I wouldn't wait till he costs us.
I don't mean cost us the game, but when he starts hurting us, like when
Okay,
you know,
yes.
he's
in his
we
own
need
head
to
things.
extend it to a 2-possession game and he misses one.
with that he shouldn't make. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Not
Gotcha.
like it's game on the line and he misses a field goal. All right, you're out.
Or he misses 2 or 3 field goals that he should.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
what if we're up 30 and he misses 2 or 3 in a row? Is it a big deal then?
Yes.
Okay.
You still go to the next person and start getting them some
Because at
confidence.
this point in time, there's no pressure,
Right.
and you still
Yeah, then what happens when the pressure's ratcheted up?
Look, we had a kicker a couple of years ago, and I forgot his name. No, I didn't. But I'm not going to say his name out of respect for the young man that transferred to Colorado. Would hit the ones he shouldn't, and then he would shank the ones he should hit. So
Grayson Waller?
Yeah, Grayson Waller. That's him. Alan Brown says every game should have new packages of offensive and defensive plays, in my opinion. Great
Again,
opinion.
tailor it to the team that you're playing, and I think
Yes.
Jeff Brown probably does do that.
Well, that's why I'm thinking defensively you'll see some more
And
against
again,
Georgia Tech.
That's what I do on NCAA 25.
He may have a 14-page playbook where it's like segmented, right? Like
Yeah.
for these types of teams that play this, we're going to use these plays, you know.
Aaron Walker says he has a tendency to miss chip shots. Absolutely. And Wes says he is messaging us in between trucks. For those of y'all that don't know, he works at Ford on the assembly line. He works on the truck. So in between trucks, he's messaging. Apparently it's okay to do.
Hopefully his supervisor's not listening.
Well, I mean, hopefully it's not against the rules, even though we know Wes
don't
likes to
care.
break the rules.
Don't care about rules.
You don't need no stinking rules. Wes says he thinks Shuck probably has another 300-yard day next week.
Stay hydrated.
We will get everybody's predictions on that. Hopefully, Wes can join us in the studio for one of these shows coming up soon. I know he just started his job, doing a fine job from what I've been hearing. So, appreciate you tuning in while you're working, my guy. Heard Beast Mode listens to the show while he's walking around at Ford too. So, shout out to our guy Beast Mode. We got a lot of friends out of Ford. I mean, my dude Corey Isom, he works out there. Kevin
works out there. Craig, Collision Course Crew. Craig works out there.
Triple C Collision, or no, that'd be 4C, right? Collision Course Crew Craig.
Yeah. And then like several of their friends, I mean, that I know.
Know a lot of
work
people out there. Yeah. Aaron Walker says that quick work must have something to do with all the Ford recalls. What? Gosh, dang, Aaron.
That's why there's a recall. Forgot to put that screw in.
Garrett says, "Don't buy a truck today built off of Wes's line." LOL. He's they're like, why do we have an earbud in here instead of a cigarette lighter? I don't understand. No, just kidding.
Why is that door falling off?
Listen, I talked to one of his supervisors earlier, and he said Wes is doing a bang-up job. Not like with a sledgehammer or anything, but it is what it is. Let's get into segment 2. For those of y'all that watched WDRB in the mornings this morning, you saw Pat Kelsey came on. He did about a 20-minute interview with those guys. Lots of great insight. I love that morning show. Joey, you've got an unhealthy, or not unhealthy. Let me rewind. You've got a crush for Candace Cliff.
Love her. Just something about her.
Well, she's beautiful. That's what it is.
And personality.
Well, and she's a red. You've always kind of liked redheads.
Love her. So I love redheads, blondes, brunettes,
Women.
short hair, long hair,
Shawn, no hair.
undercuts, perms.
Sounds like sometimes a
Natural.
bald-headed. No, I'm just kidding. Garrett says, bolt here, bolt there. That's what Wes is doing. He's not doing that, Garrett. We got some collision course on collision course shots going across there. But so that morning crew, man, Teresa's, we go to the fair, and she drags me to the fair every year. And this year we just had to go on WDRB day, and she wanted to go during the time when the morning show people were there. So we got to, they all, I did my shameless Jeremy thing. They were like, "Nice to meet you, Jeremy." I was like, "Well," I was like, "Sterling, he already knows me. Jude already knows me. Suter already knows me." I was like, "Candace, you're the only one that don't follow me on Twitter. I've got a bone to pick with you." And she's like, "Here's my phone. I didn't mean to not follow you." I'm like, "Yeah."
Shoot, I'm going next year then.
Shawn, you should go too.
I need to make sure what date that is so I can take
Listen,
the day off work.
we'll do that, and you can go. It'll be a lot less.
I don't care about Jude, none of them other people.
Bro, they've got
I just
pork
want to be.
butt on a stick. Was
Yeah.
that?
It was pretty good.
Was it? And it was already hours old when you had it,
Yeah.
when we brought it home from
If
you.
it had been fresh, it'd have been amazing.
Yeah, we'll have to try that. CSZ Day at the fair next year. You can go hug and talk to the WDRB people, and then right to the left of them, we'll be standing in the hallway. No booth, no booth or anything, but you can come say hi to us. And
Shawn will have his medium shirt on.
And he'll be wearing his Halloween glory hole costume.
Oh, God.
I wore a breathalyzer outfit last year where the blow tube was like, you can picture it. Garrett, I don't know if Garrett was there last year at Craig's party or not, but that's where I wore it. It was pretty good. Actually, it was Casey's costume. I didn't have one, so I was like, "Here, give me that." I'm wearing it. So the tube was around my belly button.
Yeah, I'm sure. But anyway, Pat Kelsey gave us a bunch of great nuggets, stuff like that. Joey, what do you think of Pat? Let's break this all the way down, because we all remember all the furor, all the angriness. Pat Kelsey was named head coach at Louisville. Everybody was some degree of angry at the time, because it's like we always do here in Louisville. We react first, and then we get they were kung fu fighting. Yeah, absolutely. A fan is making me yawn again. I'm sorry. I guess the question is, has your impression of him changed from day one?
No, because I think he's been the same guy since he was introduced.
Day one meaning like when because
I didn't know who he was. I mean, I'm just being straight up honest.
Right.
Didn't know who he was. Once we got like 2-3 weeks into the search, and and this name wasn't gonna, was out, and this name was out, which
was very fluid, because there were 4 or 5 guys. Dusty May was for sure the guy. Richard Pitino Jr. was for sure the guy. There were 14 other guys that were for sure the guy. I don't think we ever really got close to Scott Drew.
Well, I mean, that was the name.
Yeah, that was the hot name at the time.
But anyway, what excites me about him is he has personality. We've not seen that in a while, right? He's very outgoing. He goes to all the other sports events, volleyball. He's at the volleyball game, jumping up in there and hitting serving a volleyball, and just like he's got energy, he's got personality. Hopefully that translates over to the court. He's had good success at smaller schools, so bringing that with some personality, I think that'll translate. I mean, that's the thing with the young kids today that are playing the sport. They need to have somebody that they can connect with, and I think that he can find that connection with a younger crowd. So I think it'll work out fine. But again, we haven't even seen him coach the first real game yet. We ain't seen the players play the first real game yet. So it's a wait and see. But I mean, I'm at least excited about like basketball this year. Like this time last year, where we're just like, oh well, here we go. It just is what it is. That was the feeling, right?
Yeah, for sure. And
meh, like Garrett said earlier, meh.
Absolutely.
We couldn't even put the bolt in there and get the screw on it. Notice I didn't say screw it.
Yeah, a lot of things were screwy last year, and that had to do with the man at the top. But
he seems the hungriest to be successful, and I agree with that.
Alan says, I was really impressed with the 2 games over the summer. Can't wait. Glad to be anxious and excited for men's basketball again. Wes tells Garrett to chill, to which Garrett laughs back. And then Aaron says what Joey just said. He's seen the hungriest to be successful. I can admit I've done a 180. Is that the one turnaround on? Because I was one of them that was like, well, here we go. We picked up the last name. The guy from St. Louis was a lock to come here. There was a bunch of locks, and then
Indiana State's coach, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who did I say?
Josh
you said St. Louis. He went.
Well, that's where he went, right?
Yeah.
Right. No, I know. I was saying he was coaching at Indiana State, right? Sharts. Was that his name? Shirts?
Yeah,
Sharts. I'll call him Sharts.
Sharts.
His mama named him Sharts. I'm gonna call him Sharts. We think, but my opinion changed, because now I really that first day, his introductory press conference, when he was walking across the street and ran into some of his family members, that let me know that he was
he got 28 cousins in Louisville.
Yeah.
He said, you never know who you're going to run into.
And just happened to run into him walking from Denny Crum Hall to the
to the Yum.
Cougar Center. Is it the Yum or the
No,
Cougar?
Cougar Center.
Cougar Center. We used to call it the Baby Yum.
Yeah, that's why I was going with that.
Yeah, I think it was called the Cougar Center back then too, but we just called it Baby
dunked in there
Yum.
before.
You did?
I have dunked in there before.
We used to go hoop up there all the time.
Yep.
But yeah, that's I really do. I like what I see so far. Sam, what style of ball do you hope that we play this year?
That's a good question. Winning, but now I just want to see. I just want to see a better product on the field, on the court. The last couple of years, it's kind of stale. It was kind of frustrating. Well, not kind of. It was very frustrating. So this year, I just want to see some cohesiveness, something that we as Card Nation can go ahead and build on and be proud of on the court. I'm not saying that we weren't proud of the guys. It was just that a lot of things left to be desired in the last couple of years. So this year, this season in particular, I said it with Coach Payne. I'm not going to be too focused on the wins and losses. Let me see what the product is on the floor. Let me see what you're trying to do. And then when you get into year 2 and 3, when you start to bring in higher rated, more talented players, however you want to put it, then I'll be more interested in wins and losses.
I want to see some more like full court, half court press like we used to see.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that leads to, good things for Louisville basketball. Like, hopefully he's, I've not seen any of it, like coaching tape from Charleston or anywhere at Winthrop. Wasn't that where he was at before?
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully that's incorporated some in there, because that's always worked out well for Louisville basketball.
And then the Louisville fan base is so knowledgeable too. So
it's one of the smartest ones out there. Aaron Walker says, "Isn't there some European basketball style influence with the staff?"
Yeah,
absolutely. Garrett Hoover says that setting the bar really low, Sam.
Well,
fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair. I mean,
we didn't set that bar.
No,
we didn't.
No,
it got lowered for us.
Yeah.
So
shout out to our guy J-Mo. Got hit. He was riding his bike. Got hit by a car this past week.
They brake checked him.
What?
Yeah, they brake checked him and he slammed into the back, went into the back window, and
they just drove off.
Drove off, yeah.
Hit my, geez.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Ultimate Warrior there.
I think he said he didn't have any broken bones or anything, just a lot of road rash.
Yeah, well,
a lot of road rash.
He messaged me shortly. I guess he was still in the hospital because he posts a very graphic picture on Facebook. And I messaged him like, dude, what happened? So he sends me a video, blood still running down his face. He's in a neck brace. He's like, I got brake checked. Almost like Kane. Oh, Kane. Shout out to him though, man. True warrior. Appreciate him. Oops.
When life throws you lemons, they throw J-Mo rear view.
They throw him through the rear. Yeah. Nolan, I'll call you back in a minute. We'll talk about him here in a couple. Hopefully next show, we'll be able to let you all know some information about him. That's finally getting done and on the way to being final. So appreciate him. Appreciate his friendship. Coach Kelsey said that we were going to be one of the fastest teams in the country. He said his pace. He said that at Charleston, he was top 3 in time possessions per game. So he said he wanted to see a lot of basically I would consider it run and gun. That wasn't what he said, but he's like get up and down. Said we had a whole bunch of good athletes, a lot of leadership. Said there were 6 or 7 guys that this is their last year of college eligibility. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing from him, seeing him build, because obviously we're going to lose half our team after this year. What can he build in that place? Is a guy like Kanai Ruth, is he going to stick around if he has a breakout year this year? A lot of people are predicting he's going to have a year similar to Montrez's freshman year. And Montrez could have really went pro after his first year, the way he played in the national championship game. So we may even lose guys like that are really good off the jump. I want to see it's going to take a couple of years to build a foundation at Louisville again. Because we lost everybody but Aiden McCool. So and look at Cardinal Sports Zone here within the next couple of weeks. They're doing a series of videos. Who is, and as soon as we get them all, as soon as they're all released, we will release a post with all of them compiled in there, so you all can watch them. They've been pretty cool. You watched any of them, Shawn?
I have not had a chance to.
All right, you're fired.
He
Sam?
was trying to fit into his shirt.
Nope.
Yeah, it took me a while. You know, it's
He had to grease up.
Oh, jeez.
They're on my to-do list for this weekend, though. I needed something to do. Get me since we don't play this weekend.
I was watching Joe Hendry videos. Sorry.
Okay, fair enough. They're really cool. I wish I could bring it up here on the screen. I could, but it would take a lot of time. There'd be a lot of dead air because I don't have it already prepped. Moms Kelly, what's up? How you doing? Hope you're having a good night. I'm still going to cuss Marcus out for doing the show while I'm doing the show. Just going to.
Well, thank y'all for listening to us and not Marcus right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
We love Marcus, but
No, he normally goes on. I specifically plan my show for 10 o'clock so I didn't overrun into his show. Moms Kelly is bored AF. Okay. Alan says he agrees with Sam. Just give me 10 to 12 guys locked in and disciplined. I don't disagree with that. There's Moms Kelly being bored. Need to get Quincy to call in and do the show one night. This would have been a perfect week to arrange that with it being a bye week.
Yeah.
What's up, Mike? In the building. Appreciate you joining us. Next question. And we're going to make this really quick because we got to get to the second half of the show. Sam, going to go to you first because you're the grumpy old man of the podcast. Do we dream big as far as what's going to happen this year? Obviously, we all like to blow things out of proportion before the season, and then we get mad because we blew the expectations up too much. Cool. Thank you, Moms. Do we dream big before the season starts, or do we kind of taper our expectations based on what we've seen the last couple of years?
You guys can dream big. I encourage the entire fan base to dream big.
But he's not.
But I know me and what I expect and what I would like to see.
All right, Sam's
So, but
predicting
this-
16 and 16.
This is Louisville, so it's no reason for us to have a low bar. But based on what happened in the last couple of years, I mean, that's me. But I do encourage the fan base to dream big. I encourage the fan base to show out to the games and make your presence and our presence known and felt.
All right, so
Worst to first.
for Joey. So under 500, 500, 5 games over 500, 10 games over 500, Sweet 16.
I just said a few minutes ago that the win-loss don't matter for me. But
I know, but I'm putting you on the spot.
500.
Okay, I told you 16 and 16 for Sam, Joey.
Elite Eight.
That wasn't one of the options,
Don't
but
care.
okay.
I'm taking a step further.
Okay, Shawn.
We're making the tournament.
We're going to do
making
the
the
way
tournament.
too early. We're doing the way too early predictions. How many games do we win this year?
How many games do we
Regular season.
How many games
I'm gonna
are
go-
there? Are there 30?
There's normally 30. I think we got 32,
Okay.
32. So I'm going to go 24.
24.
I'm going
I actually agree with that.
Okay, Sam, 16.
500.
I'm going 24 and a half. I feel like that's the right way to. I'm going 25.
Okay, I'm going 26.
I'm Price is Right. I'm going 27.
32 and 0.
33 and 0.
Looks
Aaron
looks
wants to know,
I'm
have we-
definitely winning this one.
Aaron says, "Did we finally convince Sam that we're beating Miami in football?"
No, he still loves Miami and hates our coaches.
Wait a minute. Did somebody say where's it at?
Oh, he's gonna go look for it. Ain't you about? Nah.
There we go. Listen. It is.
You make one prediction.
Hey, do you think they're going to beat us this year at home?
He wants.
I said it in the beginning of the year. I Miami's defense is really, really great. So
you think they can stop our 4 to 5 headed running attack, and our defense can't stop them enough?
Hey.
Sam picked Miami again. Where is Eli and Mario? Yeah, we might have to have them come over for a watch party
for the Miami game. Absolutely.
So we can finally get that stiff arm. When is forearm?
Well, no. Mario was going to forearm shiver him. Eli was just going to race him.
Oh well,
it wouldn't be hard. I think I could probably beat Sam in a race.
Sam don't look fast.
No, he doesn't.
Bro.
But I don't either.
To
be fair, I don't look fast.
I think I'm the fastest one in the room.
Jesus. Wes says he thinks we'll win 21 games.
I'm like a gazelle.
Sam picked Miami and hates our coaches. That's all I can keep thinking of.
Crazy.
That's messed up.
He's like, you.
Garrett says, I feel like Ricky Bobby. No tailgate to prep for. I don't know what to do with my hands. Well, hopefully you do something better.
If you have to ask that, then there's a problem.
The one Shawn's nephew does with his hands.
Oh, God.
Shawn knows what he's going to do with his hands.
Oh, God.
It is Friday night. Speaking of Friday nights, speaking of good
sit
time.
on the bathroom floor like he used to do at the podcast. And that's what it looked like. You sit on the
It really did.
Bathroom floor.
It really did.
Silla was like 12 foot away.
Well, speaking of good times and good people, let's shout out our sponsors real quick. Shoot 360 is a premier state-of-the-art basketball training facility with highly skilled trainers. Peyton Siva is one of the owners. Call 515-6556. Sign up today. If you go to shoot360.com, you can pre-register for a free workout. Great value all around. I'm going to really, really quickly go back to my screenshots because he did just put up a post. Oh, where's the screenshot? Oh, it is a preseason academy. Members get a $100 discount. There's 12 total sessions, Tuesdays and Thursdays from September to October. Prepare for your school tryout. Sign up now. It's led by high school coaches Jalen Maxey and Josh Leslie. You can go to shoot360.com/Louisville/academies. Again, great value all around. Great people there. Like Peyton's not only an ambassador for the university, but he truly is one of the best people that you can meet out there. Great dude.
I'm still waiting to play golf with him.
You just need to call him out on it. Just
I did on the show.
Well, DM him and say, "Hey, let's play golf." Chooch. He'll reply.
He didn't.
He for some reason he called me a couple of weeks ago and asked me for good places to eat in the area. I'm like, did you call him? Do you only call the fat guy to ask where
Taco
to go
Bell?
eat? Oh, gosh.
Taco Bell?
No, shout out to our guy, Pay. Cherry picking, speaking of great people, hoops themed, cold pressed juice and smoothie bar inspiring you to take what's good. Conveniently located at 828 East Main Street behind the local seltzery. Tell them CSZ sent you for 15% off your total order. Sydney, Ville, the whole crew up there will take care of you. Love the Smiths. Appreciate all their love and support. Fitness Market, give them a call at 502-882-2694 if you're looking for some state-of-the-art fitness equipment. I say this all the time. I'm a big guy. I've got 4 or 5 pieces of equipment from there, including one new piece that Shawn's nephew likes a little bit too much. But look, everything there has been high quality. It's durable. It holds me. Even as I'm losing weight, it still held me at my highest weight. It's very good quality. Give Chris or Sarah a call. Mention us. All these places mention us. That helps us out. 4 Pegs, 1053 Goss Avenue. Our guy Chris Williams out there slinging the Q all the time. Take advantage of their weekly specials such as Wings Day or Thribs Day. On Wings Day, you can get $20. All you can eat jumbo smoked wings, and they are just $1.25 per wing. If you don't want to do the all you can eat, come and get the best wings in town for the best deal in town. Or on Thursdays, it's Thribs Day. Come and get the best ribs in the Ville for just $25 all you can eat, or $2 a rib all day long. I wasn't going to say a bone because then Shawn would get mixed signals here, and I'm not trying to do that.
I think we need to go out there on a Thursday for the Ribs Day.
I think we need to.
$25 for all you can eat ribs.
How about this? The next time we can all.
I can eat 13 ribs and make it worth my $25.
Yeah. The next time we can all get off work on a Thursday, we'll
Who works Thursday night? You don't work Thursday night though, right?
Dude,
Till what time?
like 8:15.
Call in.
we'll all meet over here and we'll ride together. And the first third ribs, you know
Why
what?
did I
The
raise
first
my hand. I'm on.
the first third ribs day is on me.
Next Thursday.
The first one we do is on me.
Next Thursday.
The first one. Collision Course Crew Tailgaters, they are at 2745 Crittenden Drive. They are feeling lost tonight because they have nothing to prepare for tomorrow. But listen, shout out to our guys, Bill, Garrett, Rhino, Craig, Kevin, and the crew.
And recently converted
I-
Curtis.
No, I'm gonna let you shout. I'm still a little bit iffy on the conversion.
Curtis.
Yeah, Alan. He works for JCPS. I'll leave it at that. Curtis, shout out to Corrito too, who's been there every tailgate in spirit, supporting the Cards. Hopefully, we can have a really good season under our belt this year in his honor and memory. Shout out to our guy Rick Cooper out at Glow Brands and Planet Fitness for letting us look sharp like Shawn in his red suit. Shawn, model your shirt, you twit.
Chooch.
Joey, model yours. And then we have, hold on, let me see if I can pull the white one out of this. I just knew you were going to say
Pull your white one out, Jeremy. I wore it last week or the week before.
I don't know if y'all can see that or not.
I don't either because you got that up.
There we go. And then here's the white one with the CSZ logo on it.
Yeah.
I try to do a little something different on each of the designs and colors. We are going to try to the polos are exclusively for the staff of CSZ, but if y'all want to do t-shirts and any of these designs, it's going to have to be a situation where we do like a mass order. We are trying to figure out something with T-shirt hooligans as far as getting these designs on the site. I've just left that Sam picked Miami thing up here the whole time. Let me take that off right here. No, I'll throw this one up. I like this one better anyway. Where's
Oh,
it
it's
at?
his birthday. Give him a break.
Okay, I won't do that one. Did you just try to cover it?
No, I told you to go to that
There
one.
we go. Okay. That's actually Shawn's phone number too, by the way.
Oh, gosh.
No, actually, it's off by one number. The rest of the number, Shawn, can you confirm that your phone number is 6 out of those 7 numbers?
Maybe not in that order, but maybe.
Oh, it's the right numbers. I just put them in the wrong order. Okay. I'm kind of a jerk. I'm sorry. Speaking of kind of a jerk,
CLB.
You said his name.
I said his name and he appeared.
Oh, that's not it. That's not even close.
No. It is close.
Not by what I have.
What do you have?
I know.
Don't
I'm playing. It's not. It's.
I thought I purposely put
No.
all the numbers up there correctly. I just put them in the wrong order.
No, like the last 4, there's only one that's correct.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's 3 out of the 7 that are right.
8, 2, 4. Okay, I guess it is incorrect. Sorry. Even though I just kind of gave it away on free post. Okay. Sorry. Mike Singleton, appreciate you, man. Every time we do a show, Mike Singleton throws a little bit down on the show, and we appreciate it. Where was I at? Yeah.
Sponsors.
The Mr. Cooper at Glow Brands, we appreciate his sponsorship and his and the love he has for us a ton. We're gonna get shirts made though for you all to buy. We're gonna try to get. We're been working for 3 weeks on getting our hats. They're still not in. Lids in the Jefferson Mall. Love them. They've been slacking on us. We'll try to get these done this next week. Sorry, I was about to burp, but I didn't want to do it on the phone. Rally House, the sponsor of our studios. Lisa, go see Lisa, D, Rico, Amanda, and the crew. Lisa will be there tomorrow. Rally House, our house, local products. I've explained this before, but we'll explain it again. They not only sell the national brands like Adidas, Nike, all that stuff, but they also sell your local products there too. So if you have an Etsy store where you focus mainly on Louisville stuff, they will sell your stuff. They're in the store. Sorry. This fan gets me. I'm going to have to, you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to pay a buttload of money to get the air conditioning fixed in this room so I don't have to run the fan all the time. And it's just cold in here because it's aggravating me. Mossy Oak, if you're in the market to buy or sell farms, land, recreational, or residential areas in the state of Kentucky, let Paul or one of his team of professionals at Mossy Oak and Hart Realty help you with your buying and selling needs. Call Paul at 270-537-4422 or email him at pthomas@mossyoakproperties.com. Mossy Oak, we know land. And we also know Shawn's phone number if you've been paying attention. Let's hop into recruiting really quick before we end the show tonight. 4-star top 40 player in the 2025 class, Landon Jemison, has been confirmed by multiple outlets that he is on campus. He's a guy that we're really looking at to make a difference. In 2026, Josh Powell, a 4-star guard, is a guy that we've been in to see. We've talked to. 2027, Javon Bardwell, top 35. We contacted him. We were either in to see him or called him up. I think that Garrett is proposing we get Shawn a mail order bride. And 2025 5-star Chris Sinak got a visit from Pat Kelsey this week. He does not have an official visit set yet. And on the football side, from what I'm hearing from sources up at U of L, 4-star wide receiver Devin Carter. He's one of the fastest rising players in this class. We're in on him heavily, and he looks like he's going to be a great, hopefully if we get him, would be like a Louisville style player. Yes. Garrett says we all just need to pitch in and get Shawn a mail order bride. I'm gonna leave.
I've tried to pitch in to get him other things, and he said no.
He did turn down
before he turned 40.
paid date. We were gonna get him a paid date before he turned 40, and he was like, nah, I'm good. Rapid fire. Now, this is Higgy's portion. I don't know if anything's been misspelled, left out, but happy birthday to Higgy once again. Tickets for Louisville Live on Friday, October 4th are live. Get yours today as the seats are first come, first served. That is something new this year. They didn't ticket the seats in sections like they normally do. As you all know, I normally call up the ticket office. I get my section 107 row A seats. They're all general admission this year. So first come, first serve. You could have been one of the first people to buy your Louisville Live ticket. I could buy one the day of the event. If I get there first, I'm getting the first pick on the seat. So make sure, as Higgy says, the Louisville Live tickets are live on Ticketmaster. Go live and get your live tickets today. They're first come, first serve. Men's soccer went on the road this past week and defeated the Blue School in the 90th minute. 90th minute goal from Leon Kondich. They're facing number 6 Pittsburgh currently. Provided an update, they lost. That's the update. We're not currently playing them. That game's been over for an hour. Thanks, Iggy. Volleyball host Northern Iowa on Saturday and number 9 Creighton on Sunday. Both matches are KFC Yum Center. Get out, support them this weekend. And next, when they face number 2 Nebraska in the Yum Center in the first match ever on ABC. I do think that is a very cool thing that we're going to be in the first volleyball game ever played on college volleyball game ever played on ABC. Head coach Jeff Walls and the Louisville women's basketball team has announced their non-conference schedule. Actually, the Louisville women's basketball team did not announce it. Jeff Walls did. Their non-conference schedule for the upcoming 24-25 season. The Cardinals will be traveling a lot during the non-conference portion. He says slate as 7 of their 11 games will be away from home. The schedule includes 4 teams that reached the second round of the NCAA tournament or farther. I thought it was further. It's not further. Whatever. Including 2 teams that made the Sweet 16 and 1 that advanced to the Final Four. Any count on targets coming to Louisville Live, says Chris Curry. Not yet. As that event gets closer, we'll be sure to get that information to you. Make sure you're out there supporting our Photogs. Jeff Nunn, TJ Barr, Justin Kruger. I say this all the time. Pun intended, bar none. Some of the best in the area that do what they do. Shout out again really quickly to all of our sponsors: Fitness Market, Ford Picks, Collision Course Crew, Tailgaters, Cherry Pick and Shoot 360, Mossy Oak, Planet Fitness, and Rally House. By the way, I had no idea when we started this partnership with Mossy Oak that they had such a presence in the sports equipment world. Like if you go to Walmart, you can go to any of the stores, they've got they sponsor a lot of fishing and hunting stuff.
Oh, that's them? I didn't know that because I've seen that.
Oh, yeah. Mossy Oak's been a pretty big brand. I didn't know that was the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Absolutely. They know land and sporting equipment, apparently. But shout out to all of them for sponsorship opportunities, as always. If you look right above where it's telling you to – oh, wait a minute. No, you can't. Sorry. Right above where it's telling you for a good time, call Shawn Barber for sponsorship opportunities. Email me at that email address. I am, along with Mike Rutherford, one of the last 2 people on earth that still use their AOL accounts. Send any sponsorship inquiries there on social media. You can find us on all of the. Let me pull this crap off the screen first because it's covering up all of our good stuff. Giggity. Pull that off the screen so we can see the graphics. Pull it off the screen. Thank you. Obviously below Joey, point down, other way, right there. Nope, right there. Nope, right there. You can find out where you can follow us on social media at Card Sport Zone on the Twitter and the Instagram, Cardinal Sport Zone 3 words on Facebook, and Cardinal Sport Zone 1 word on YouTube. There are 2 Cardinal Sport Zone accounts. You just want to follow the one that's got the most recent stuff, because the first one we stopped when we started doing the ESPN show. We stopped doing the YouTube. So there's a gap between the 2. But make sure you check it out there for a good time. Call Shawn Barber. No, you can find the podcast version of this on over 130 podcast avenues on all: Apple, iTunes, Buzzsprout, Spotify, TuneIn, Google, Amazon, and iHeart. Hit subscribe, like, heart, plus. Say it together with me. Or whatever Shawn does on a Saturday night. Hit that up. Hit that button. It will download the episodes direct. Hit the diddle button, and it'll actually send the episodes directly to your phone. It's pretty cool. If you haven't listened to all the prior episodes of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, go back, check them all out. Go to cardinalsportzone.com, the place it all began. Hit the podcast tab, drop down menu. Hit CS. I did fix it finally this week. We got 2 tabs now. It's archive pods pre 93.9, and it's got everything we did after 93.9, because for some reason Nick Valvano erased all of our 93.9 shows. We got to blame Nick. He gets blamed for everything. So we're going to pile on too. It is what it is. Check out our exclusives on cardinalsportzone.com. Shawn, Dalton, Ben, Blake, Sam, they all write. Jeff, everybody that writes for the website does a pretty good job on the exclusives.
He won't let me put mine on there.
No, we're still a G-rated website for the moment. There's going to be a point, though, I feel like, where we're going to have to take a step. We're going to have to get on XM radio.
We're going to have to leave the PG era.
We're going to have to leave the PG era. And we're going to have to get on XM radio and just let everybody go.
Oh, man, I can't wait for
Bart.
that.
I'm just going to say Bart Scott. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
I want to be a star.
You know what? All jokes aside, maybe we do need to contact XM and see what kind of qualifications you have to have. Surely we have enough downloads of the show monthly that we could qualify to, and then we wouldn't have to do anything because they take care of all their guest podcasts or all their whole. You know what? Keep that under wraps. Shout out to everybody out there that's sharing the podcast. We appreciate you all. Normally, this is where I say shout out to our guys Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Shout out to Steve Rummage.
But shout out to Steve Rummage only, since Marcus wanted to try to run a show during the show, which honestly, since I said something, our membership has doubled or our viewership has doubled since I said Marcus was doing his show. So I appreciate everybody tuning out on him. I'm just kidding. Love Marcus, love Steve. They do the Lord's work from Monday through Friday from 10 to noon on ESPN 93.9 The Ville. Shout out to our people, Dan and Mark out at the 502 Circle. Make sure you are following Floyd Street Media on Twitter. They've got great exclusives themselves, such as Goal Line with Bilal Powell and Keeping It 100 with Noah Waterman. And is it Case and Pryor? Is that who does it?
Yes.
Thank you, Shawn, for doing something. Stay tuned to our social medias and subscribe to us on YouTube or Facebook to be alerted anytime we go live, even though we prefer the YouTube. If you want us to shout out anyone during the Sunday show, go to our Twitter at Cardinal Sports Zone and tweet us and include CSZ shout out, the hashtag CSZ shout out, or if you know a girl that might be interested in Shawn, hashtag get Shawn a date, please God. Social media, where can they find y'all at on social media? Sam?
Baseboy 124.
Joey?
Joe Wallman 526.
And Shawn.
At Ville Shawn.
What about your Instagram? What if a girl wants to hop in your DMs on Instagram?
I'd have to look it up. I don't know.
Isn't it S Barber 6?
Maybe.
At Joe Wallman 526.
Yeah, it's actually, well, I'm at Jeremy_CSZ. Let's see, where are we? Last word. Sam, we'll go with you first.
Non-sport related.
Okay. Let's get it.
Be patient and be kind to your JCPS bus drivers. They're trying the best they can. I lied. We're trying the best we can.
Well, so much for you just saying earlier that I won't say where he works, but
No, I think you said it.
no, he just said JCPS. He didn't say that
Yeah, well,
you drove a
Too
bus.
late now.
well, yeah, I mean, most people know because we talked about it before. So
Hey, if that's one thing Sam's good at, it's delivering the goods.
Yeah,
this guy.
It's not that, Michelle. John? Shawn!
Yeah, sorry. I was lost there for a second.
Just give me my money.
You can't mark on the bye week.
Why can't I?
I mean,
Bye
I guess
week
you
chose us on week 3. We're gonna mark it.
can. Okay.
We're gonna mark it.
Still going to mark the bye week.
Yep.
Joey?
As always, Maryland's trash. They suck. Get your pet spayed or neutered. Control the pet population. And hopefully the Steelers can pull out of another big win this weekend. We'll see who our quarterback's going to be.
Started like it's going to be Sean Barber.
You're all screwed.
It's going to be Kyle Allen, our third string. That's it.
That's all? Okay. All right. For me, let's see. Sean's dating life is in my last words. Listen, we're trying to be great citizens, right? As we said last week, we're going to try to provide not like a pimp service, but we are going to get a phone number established through Google Phone. And if you know somebody who's like a 1 through 5, press 1 for Shawn so he can get it might work. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't. 1 through 5, press 1 for Shawn. 8 through 10, press 2 for Joey. Whatever's in the middle, press 3 for Sam.
It gets him every time. I don't know why. It surprises him. Like, you had to be sitting over there waiting for it, right?
I thought he was just gonna let it go.
He did, because I went from him to you last time. I went.
Press 305.
Yeah, press 305 for Sam.
Mr. 305.
Press 55 if you're bored and want somebody to talk to late at night. I'm just kidding. Love you, Teresa. Have you watched Sam? Now I know you're a big country music fan. Well, before we wrap this up, big country music fan. Have you seen the mashup with Shabuzi and Jaquan, the Tipsy mashup?
No.
Go to YouTube after you get through doing whatever you're doing.
This guy.
Look that up and then look up Shabuzi's new song, Drink Don't Need No Mix.
I listened to it yesterday.
Did you listen to the clean version or the regular version?
No, I listened to the regular version.
Okay.
At work.
Freaking phenomenal. Like I'll play. Actually, you know what? I'll play it after we go off the air here in a few minutes.
I'm glad you rephrased that.
Yeah, because I had to because you're around. Stay tuned to our social media for news on Dalton's new show. We're gonna drop that within the next couple of days. I'm not gonna spoil the name of it. It's a great concept. We've talked about it, and he just needs. See, you know what? I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to call out the entire Cardinal Sports Zone team.
I knew it.
I get so sick and tired.
The website, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm out.
Nah, he said the whole team.
Podcast, website. I get so sick and tired of trying to communicate with these heifers, and they don't respond back to me. But we've got a group chat that's got not only us, but a bunch of our biggest fans and friends in it. And I can sit there and put a message in the CSZ Podcast chat, and it's like crickets for 6 freaking hours. But then I look over in the CSZ fan chat, and these same people ignoring me. They ain't even opening up my DM in the podcast chat. They're just chirping away in the fan chat. And chirpity chirp, chirp, chirp. Shawn's guilty of it. Sam's guilty of it. Dalton's guilty of it.
I hardly ever see Sam like chatting in the fan chat.
Look, he's not denying it because he knows he's done it too. Like, stop doing that stuff.
I text with you.
You do. You text. Well, I mean, they do. I'm going to give him a little slack. It's the opposite way via text. Sam texts me right back whenever I text him because he's told me multiple times he doesn't always get Twitter for notifications.
You don't have alerts on, right? Or
no.
But the weird thing is that he's able to text the fan chat just fine. But Shawn, for somebody that doesn't have a girlfriend and doesn't have anything else going on, I could text Shawn on a Monday and Thursday not get a response back. And I have to give him the old passive-aggressive, good talk, LOL text.
Before he responds.
That is so dang annoying, too.
He does that.
Yeah.
He does that all.
Or just an LOL, like I got earlier. I said, I'm leaving here in about 15 minutes. I didn't say I'd be there in 30. And then about 35 minutes after that, I get a LOL. Did you get lost?
Actually, that was over an hour later.
No, it wasn't.
When I texted that.
No.
I'm going to pull receipts.
Let's see. I'm heading 6:19.
I'm heading that way at 6:19.
6:56. That's 37 minutes.
6:19. But you weren't here. You didn't get here till like 15 more minutes.
I'm heading that way in 15 minutes. That means I'm leaving.
Listen, don't be trying to
15
let's
minutes.
not turn on each other. I don't understand what this is.
But he does that to me too. Like he'll send me a text, and especially when he'll send me.
Who, me?
I might be pooping.
And then you'll be like where you is, LOL, and I'm like, oh crap, I forget the answer back. Like,
listen, all I'm saying is I expect the same respect in return. I done got y'all like $200 worth of new polos. I got y'all a brand new studio to do the show in. I expect and Shawn still like.
He's texted you back from like 3 weeks ago.
He still hasn't texted me back. Michelle's still waiting for him to text her back.
Oh.
And not the same Shannon Sharp Michelle either.
Yeah.
Shawn's.
We don't know.
We don't know.
we don't know.
We don't. It could have been the same.
She might like a little swirl.
She might have got tired of waiting on Shawn and went straight to Unc. I don't know.
She likes the magic stick.
Shawn, hit the button.
Uneffing
The
believable.
middle one. I should have known you weren't good with pushing
I was
buttons.
gonna say, he didn't know which button to push.
Shawn's always like 5 minutes late or right on, like a minute. He's never on time. Now, he is early sometimes. He was early tonight, but a lot of the times he shows up at 2 or 3 after and is like, well, I had to get Mason some food. Well, you knew Mason had to eat before you headed over here. It's like, shut up. No, I'm just kidding. All right, listen, I know we went off on a little tangent right there. I just had to call a couple people out because I get tired of talking to myself on Twitter. And then poor Dalton, he asked the other day for some suggestions on his show and stuff in the CSZ podcast chat.
Did he really?
And nobody responded to him except for Higgy. And no, he did it in both chats.
Oh.
And Higgy was like, I'll take a 5X.
What?
Yeah.
I was asking y'all for
asked
y'all's
about-
hat sizes, and he's like, I'll take a 5X.
Man,
The hat doesn't go on your belly.
He does have a big A head.
OP head. Happy birthday, Higgy.
Get him a 5-gallon bucket and just have it printed on there.
Listen, we're going to see you guys a week from tonight, 10:05. That'll be our next show. No Sunday show this week. Because of the bye week, we didn't feel like we needed to take up too much of y'all's time this weekend. Shawn, that's the music you hit when it's time to stop the show. Hope you guys enjoy the week. I'm still working with Shawn on the producing stuff. Thanks for the support again. We love you guys. Until next time, this has been the Cardinal Sports Zone Podcast.
Pay attention.